The family says her friends told them she had alcohol poisoning, but the death certificate I received today says nothing about alcohol.
No one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway.
It's like a nightmare, man. It's I can't even sleep. I'm just frustrated. My heart is just aching, man. And, as a father, man.
On October 28, 2022, Shanquella Robinson left her home in Charlotte, North Carolina, to vacation with Khalil Cook, her best friend of more than 5 years, along with 5 other friends. This was supposed to be a fun trip to celebrate the birthday of one of her friends. Sadly, within the first 24 hours of arriving in Cabo, Shanquella would be dead. The friends would return home back to the United States without her, and would all provide different stories about what happened to her. But as more information is released about what happened to her in the moments leading up to her death, shocking video of her final moments would surface online and would spark nationwide outrage, with many pointing the finger and wanting justice for Shanquella. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This case takes us to Cabo, Mexico. Beautiful 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson was from Charlotte, North Carolina in the United States. She was full of life and loved to enjoy herself. She was a young entrepreneur who often traveled to reward herself for working hard. She was a well-known kids hair braider with her own braiding business, Exquisite Babies Braids and Styles. She would often post videos and photos of her satisfied customers wearing her different styles and creations. She was also an owner of her own clothing boutique called the Exquisite Boutique. She would work hard conducting photo shoots to promote her clothing business. She was talented and ambitious and well on her way to building her own brand. On October 28, 2022, Shanquella headed to Cabo, Mexico to celebrate a friend's birthday. She took this trip with 6 of her friends, and they rented out a villa as part of the birthday festivities. Shanquella spoke to her mother, Salamandra Robinson, the Friday when she arrived in Cabo and told her that she was having dinner. Sadly, this would be the last time her mother would ever speak to her again. On Saturday evening, Shanquella's friends called her mother Salamandra and told her that Shanquella wasn't feeling well and they were going to call a doctor. They told her that Shanquella drank too much alcohol and had alcohol poisoning. She would later pass away. Following her death, her friend of 5 years, Khalil, would call her parents, her mother Salamandra and her father Bernard, and inform them that she died of alcohol poisoning. The parents were skeptical about what they were being told, and the friends were providing different stories about what happened. The friends returned back to their homes in North Carolina without Shanquella, whose body was finally recovered by her family nearly 2 weeks later after she died on October 29. The friends stuck with their story that Shanquella died from alcohol poisoning. Shanquella's family notified the FBI about their daughter's unexplained death. They found out that her daughter sustained a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. According to the autopsy report, she had no alcohol or drugs in her system. As the news of her death began circulating on the internet, a video surfaced online and went viral. The video showed Shanquella being viciously beaten by one of her friends before she died. On camera, a lady can be seen beating up a nude Shanquella Robinson. The victim's friend stayed in the room and videotaped the vicious assault on their phones. After Robinson fell to the ground, the woman pounded her fists on Robinson's head. In the footage, a guy can be heard encouraging the attacker while another man is heard saying, "At least fight back." To which Shanquella responded, "No." The identities of the 6 friends who accompanied Shanquella on the trip have surfaced online after the video went viral. Khalil Cook, Shanquella's best friend for 5 years, Winter Donovan, Elise Hyatt, Dejanay Jackson, Malik Dyer, and Nazir Wiggins' innocence, has been questioned by numerous people online. The 6 were said to have deleted their social media accounts and have turned off their phones. Social media posts called for the friends to be arrested and charged for their alleged roles in Shanquella's death. People have reported that the girl in the video assaulting Shanquella is Dejanay Jackson, although the official identification has not been made by authorities. Recent report suggests that all 3 of the females on the trip actually fought Shanquella, and that there is even more footage of the fight that has yet to be released. The reports allege that Elise Hyatt is the girl who leaked the video. It is claimed that a reason for leaking the video is because the blame was being placed on everyone, and she wanted to show that Dejanay Jackson, the girl that was shown assaulting Shanquella in the video, was the one fighting her. But sources reveal that Elise Hyatt also fought with Shanquella, and those videos would be dropping soon. One of the friends that was being blamed for Shanquilla's death along with the rest of the group, Nazir Tyree, went live on social media to explain that he arrived late to the trip and was unaware that a fight even occurred.
I went in there and told her it was alcohol poisoning, so that's what I helped her as. I didn't leave her side. I put on soft music, Summer Walker rubbing her head till the nurse came in. Of course, my story is going to be different because I got there a day late. I can only tell you what I know from 3:30 till Sunday when I left. That's all I can do. I really can't give nobody no other answer from Friday because they didn't tell me. I didn't go in there, sit down and make no alibi with nobody. I didn't know nothing. They didn't tell me nothing. Cross my heart and hope to die on this Bible right here. I don't know nothing. I didn't sit and make no alibi. I didn't even have time. I got there an hour later. The nurse came in the door. Tried to help pull it, tried to put some saline in her, but her energy, she didn't have no electrolytes. Her oxygen was low, so she couldn't find them. But y'all don't understand what I went through. Y'all don't understand. Y'all won't understand. So y'all keep posting my address and all that. Y'all have fun. Y'all know y'all hurt me. I said, I'm not hurting me. I'm not bothered by this. Because I know the truth. Me and God know the truth.
Shanquilla's dad was interviewed and gave his opinion about what Nazir posted in his lengthy video.
Did you watch any of Nazir's videos?
Yeah, I watched a little bit how he's saying this and that, saying that. Really? Really?
And the problem that I have is I don't.
You came there and you saw her. You should have got help. If you was her friend, and you ain't seen her in 9 years, and you came in that house, ain't no way you gonna sit here and you saw the bruises. You saw the bruises. You came in the house. You want to sit there and say you played music and rub her head and then she took a last breath, you left? You saw the music. I mean, come on, man, really? You should have came in that house. Hey, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all stand down here. Y'all not going back. Y'all not back going to the United States.
Exactly. He should have
I didn't came in here and saw these bruises. Y'all didn't hurt this girl. No.
News of the suspicious death and lack of arrests was shared widely on social media, leading to the hashtag Justice for Shanquilla on Twitter, which raised the profile of the case.
Bernard Robinson is begging for answers about how his daughter, Shanquilla, died last month in Cabo.
I just want some truth, because this don't even add up right.
He says he and his wife were told Shanquilla died of alcohol poisoning, but the autopsy says she died due to injuries to the spinal cord and neck. A video has now also surfaced showing someone attacking Shanquilla.
Through the grace of God, I think I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, sir. God not gonna fail me. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Many people weighed in on the tragic death of Shanquilla online, with many including some celebrities voicing their outrage at this senseless tragedy. K. Michelle posted, "For them to beat that girl like that and tell her to fight is just disgusting. Just broke my heart. This is why I put the phone down for days at a time. Tears." Hashtag Shanquilla Robinson. Spectacular formerly from the group Pretty Ricky posted, "Grown as men sitting there watching women fight and recording it. Talking about at least fight back. You should be ashamed of yourself. Every last one of you that was in that room. All friends ain't your friends." Hashtag Shanquilla Robinson. The sensual psychic posted, "Shanquilla was murdered by Dejanay Jackson and their friends just watched. How can anyone just watch their friend who is naked and drunk be beat so badly she's killed? She even said she couldn't fight back." Hashtag Justice for Shanquilla Robinson. Justice for Shanquilla. Police in Mexico have said that they have no suspicion of wrongdoing, although her injuries are consistent with lethal force. The FBI is now investigating her death, and reports of her untimely death are still being released.
Mexican authorities say a group on vacation in Cabo San Lucas lied about what happened to 25-year-old Shanquilla Robinson.
Well, Queen City News first brought you the story about Shanquilla Robinson's mysterious death last week. And for the first time tonight, police investigating the case now telling us what they have discovered.
Anchor Morgan Francis has been on this story from the beginning and joins us now live in the studio. Morgan, you spoke with that officer just this afternoon.
Yeah, Brian and Alicia, I did. And we learned that friends not only told the family that Shanquilla Robinson had alcohol poisoning, but they also told that to police. Today, authorities told me that statement was a lie. Tonight, we also spoke with an international attorney who has experience with criminal investigations in other countries about how this process might play out. Thursday, Mexican authorities told Queen City News Shanquella Robinson's friends lied to them about what happened to her prior to her untimely death on October 29th. An officer investigating the case says they interviewed two friends at the villa in Cabo who said Shanquella Robinson had alcohol poisoning. The same story her family says they told them.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse.
It wasn't until her autopsy came back that Mexican police discovered she had a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. For that reason, their investigation is still open, and they're looking into her death.
There's a huge financial incentive to keep Cabo open and to keep people feeling safe. So to the extent they can find, prosecute, incarcerate the people that did this, in my opinion, they're going to try to do it.
Kurt Kearns is an international attorney with experience litigating international crimes and investigations. Some of what he has to say might not be the most promising news.
It's a sovereign state. So that's the first misunderstanding a lot of people have, is that, hey man, if I'm an American and I'm in trouble somewhere, boy, they'll come to my rescue. And the reality is, not unless there's a really big interest internationally in coming to your rescue, because they will not upset international relations with a sovereign nation just to help out.
The police officer investigating the case tells Queen City News if they find evidence that leads to an arrest, they have authority to bring the group back to Mexico and, quote, they will have to answer to Mexican law. While the FBI and U.S. State Department say it's not their jurisdiction, it doesn't mean they can't investigate either.
Upon invitation, FBI can come in and assist. Upon, invitation, the State Department can get more and more involved, but it's only upon invitation, i.e., do they want us there?
The police officers said they are in contact with the FBI and consulate and urge anyone with information to contact the local FBI office, and they will relay that information to Mexican authorities. Brian.
Shanquella was in a room full of individuals who were supposed to be her friends, and nobody volunteered to help her. Nobody put a stop to this brutal beating. Nobody cared enough to provide any protection for her. This lovely young lady, who was not putting up a fight, received no assistance from anybody, and when she is naked and at her most vulnerable state, they instead pulled out their cell phones to videotape this assault. What happened to Shanquella Robinson is beyond comprehension. The video of her being assaulted should not be the last video her parents and loved ones should have of her. There are no words to express how senseless and tragic her death was. My condolences to her family and those who truly cared about her and loved her. May you get justice and continue to heal. I hope you can one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.